People make decisions all throughout their day, most of which are straightforward and don't require much thought. However, when situations are more complicated and have longer-term impacts, it's easy to feel unsure and hesitant. When you're faced with a tough decision, it concerns and it's common to feel overwhelmed, stressed or anxious, wound up, pressured, confused, distracted, and tired. So, a few things you might want to look at when making some decisions. Don't let stress get the best of you. It's easy to feel stressed out and anxious when you're facing a tough decision or a tough choice. Give yourself some time. If it's possible, take a little time and think it through. It's hard to think clearly under pressure most of the time, and sometimes your first idea isn't always your best one. Weigh the pros and the cons. When faced with a big decision, sometimes we lose sight of the big picture. Think about your goals and your values. It's important to be true to ourselves and to yourself and what you really value in life. Consider all the possibilities. Making a decision can result in several different outcomes, and not all of them may be obvious in the beginning. Talk it out. Think it through. It can be helpful to get another person's perspective of your issue so they can show it to you from a different perspective, particularly if they're faced with similar decisions in their own lives that you're faced with right now. The next thing you want to do is think about keeping a diary. If you feel like you're on a bit of an emotional roller coaster, it might help to keep track of your feelings by writing them down. Plan how you're going to tell others. If you think someone may have a bad response to your decision, think through what their reaction is likely to be before you tell or reveal it to them. Rethink your options. If you're up against a lot of pressure over decision, or there are some new factors to consider, look over your options again before you say something. Outline the issue. It is difficult to make a good decision if you're not clear about what the issue really is. Clearly outlining the issue will help you focus on what you're really deciding on and dealing with, while excluding unrelated aspects. Take control of your emotions. You are feeling about an issue can affect your decisions. It is therefore important that you recognize what you're feeling and dealing with, and deal with your emotions. Distance yourself from the decision. If you are too personally involved, any decision can be difficult to make. So try to view the issue from a third person perspective. Create an action plan. Simply deciding on something is not enough. You should formulate the steps you need to take in order to realize your decision. Your action plan should always have a timeline for each step that you take. Commit to your decision. Decide, then do and act on it. Don't procrastinate or reconsider your decision. You've decided. So get going. Dedicate yourself to making your decision work. Have a backup plan. You won't make the best decision every time the first time. Nobody does. Sometimes a lack of time or information may force you to make hasty or uninformed decisions. Access your decision. When you examine your decisions, you will be able to identify which ones went well, which ones did not, and most importantly, why.